Hey guys, it's Will here. Just thought I'd give you an update on my weight training situation. So I've been doing a home workout using dumbbells and some calisthenics like pull-ups and dips. But I've sort of, in the last 2, 3 months, I've been using dumbbells and going heavier. And the basic system is a warm-up and then 12 or 15, 12, 10 reps. So 3 sets with decreasing reps and increasing weight, and then the final pump set, which is not always done, on the legs and stuff, but some biceps and chests. I'll do some pump on the last set of that body part. And the way it works, I've talked about this before, is a 3-day split: push, pull, legs, and then I do that twice. So that is 6 days a week. But so what I've been finding is it's gone really well. I've actually gained a fair amount of muscle, and my lifts have gotten heavier. That's one of the ways you can determine, you're getting stronger or building muscle, how your clothes fit, like your shirts and stuff like that. And Bonnie, my wife, has noticed the increase in mass on my chest and back as well. And you can see in some of the pictures I'll post here as well. But so it's going really well. But basically, I've been encouraged to change things up every once in a while. Now, when I say change, that means the routine and some of the things will change, but a lot of times the exercises don't really change. You don't want to be changing things all the time, and it's hard to track. But I've been doing this at least 2 months now, and there's some of the issues, I guess you could say. It's gone really well, and I'm happy, super happy. But sometimes I feel really tired after doing push day. So the next day is supposed to be pull, which is back and biceps, but I'm really, really tired. And it's not just your muscles that you got to worry about, but you got to think about your central nervous system, your energy levels, right? So, if you do something with your chest, sometimes, like if I do shoulders as well, so I'm doing reverse flies, it's kind of related to your back as well. And your arms and stuff like that are used when you're doing back. So you can tire yourself out. And what I'm going to try doing now is a 3-day routine, full body. So it's going to be pretty much like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and each one's going to be a full body workout. And so what that means is you're not doing as much volume on that particular day for a body part, but over the week you'll get at least the same amount, if not more. And so that'll give you a day in between. That'll give me a day of rest in between. And they say protein synthesis goes on for about 24 to 48 hours. And if you're a natural bodybuilder, it's a great chance to re-stimulate your muscles again. And you're not going to do like a ton of volume on Monday, so that when you go to do it on Wednesday, you're still sore. Because a lot of times, people are still sore from the Monday workout, like 2 days later. And so it's going to be structured in a way that, for example, if Monday and Friday are going to be kind of heavier, lower rep days, then the Wednesday would be a higher rep day, and so lighter weight. So that way it takes a bit of the load off of your body, but you're doing more reps. And then you could do the order, like depending on if you put your legs first and kind of tire yourself out, whatever you're trying to focus on, you're able to focus on that at the beginning. So if you want to build your chest, or you want to do shoulders or something like that, you could start with some of those. The other thing is going to be, what I'm doing, but I'm going to do more of, is focusing on compound movements. So for your back, it's going to be mostly pull-ups and weighted pull-ups, and potentially bent over rows with both dumbbells. The chest is going to be dips, weighted dips, and bench, potentially, yeah, and also incline bench. Shoulders are going to be overhead press and lateral raises, and also bent over flies for the rear delts. And then your legs, you're going to have squats and deadlifts and lunges. So those are kind of the big ones. And then potentially, just seeing how things go, there'll be some isolation, like that's where you do your bicep curls, tricep extensions, leg curls and extensions, and there'll be some ab work in there. And so the main reason I've been reading about it, and it's kind of, people think full body is geared towards beginners, but people used to do full body workouts prior to a lot of the steroids. And so once you get into steroids, and you can split things into infinite, bodybuilders are really targeting each little muscle and angle, um, and they can go a long period of time without repeating that body part because of the steroids. Um, so like they call that the bro split. But so 2 days a week per body part, like 6 days, which is what I was doing. The push pull legs is pretty good. There's also upper lower body, so you could do potentially 6 days a week with upper then lower. So when I was saying earlier that I had a problem when I do push day, that it affects my pull day, um, this way you would do your upper body together in one day and do legs the next day, and that gives you a complete separation of upper and lower body. The only problem potentially with that is that you it's you also have to consider your central nervous system and your energy levels, and if you can recarb up your muscles like with glycogen. So there's a fair amount of negativity towards full body workouts, but if you look at some of the guys on YouTube, some of the big names, they actually do encourage it. It is something that some of the serious guys are acknowledging from a science perspective can work really well. And like I say, volume is basically sets and reps and weight that you push. So if you were to do push pull legs, you're doing push twice and pull twice and legs twice, obviously. And with the full body, you're doing your chest or whatever 3 times a week. And so each of those days you're not going to do as much volume for the chest, but it's going to add up to be similar or more for the full body amount. So that's basically it. It's going incredibly well. I hit pretty much close to 190 today. It was a 187 a few days ago. I don't weigh myself all the time, but and I can still fit in I've got 30-inch waist jeans, and I look at my ring and sort of physically. And earlier when I was doing some intermittent fasting and trying to do weight training, it was kind of negatively affecting because I actually wanted to build muscle. So you're trying to like burn all this fat and also try to build muscle, and it just wasn't working. So now I don't push off the breakfast too much, and also when I want to work out, I don't want to be too hungry or low energy. So I don't always necessarily eat a big breakfast before I work out, but I want to get some calories in, and I don't try to push it like till noon or later anymore for the most part. And so I'm just eating regularly now, and trying to get a little bit more protein with the beans, like legumes and stuff like that. Bread also has a good chunk of protein. I've got some hemp hearts. I mean, there's some of these have higher fats in them as well, but adding in a little bit of nuts here and there, just a little bit of like one Brazil nut and maybe a walnut, like a piece of walnut or something like that. And there's also aspects to nutrients, but mostly just increasing that a little bit to help with the muscle gain. So it's been an incredible experience, and I'm going to be getting these power blocks, which are 125-pound dumbbells, expandable from 5 to 125 in 2.5-pound increments. So there's a couple of exercises I'm doing now that I've sort of maxed out at 55 pounds dumbbells, and so I need more weight so that I can keep progressing. So looking forward to this, and I'll keep you guys posted. Let me know if you have questions in the comments below. Please like and share and subscribe to my channel, and there'll be more on the weight training stuff, hopefully over time. See you guys.